Hey everybody, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about why you might need therapy. Well, how do you know? How do you know you need therapy? I get this question a lot from people who haven't tried it before, and they may suspect that, hey, therapy would be good for me, but I don't know. I don't think my problems are that bad. I'm really not sure what therapy does. I've heard it's good. I heard it's kind of hard. I don't want to spend the money or the time talking about what hurts. I want to focus on what doesn't hurt. So there's a lot of reasons why we probably don't seek therapy. That's probably a whole other conversation for another day. But I wanted to just spend a little time on talking about how do you know it's the right time to maybe give it a try. So there's a lot of reasons. Obviously, the first of which is you just don't feel like yourself. You're not feeling your best, and you've tried a lot of things. Probably you have tried a lot of things already, and you're feeling like your wheels are spinning, and you're not making any progress. Therapy can help. It can help to talk about things out loud. We can talk about that again also in another video about just how that works. But here are some of my primary reasons why I think it's probably time for you to give therapy a try if you haven't already. The number one, and I think this is, possibly going to come as a surprise to some people, is if you're feeling in any way hopeless or suicidal or like life isn't worth living. That might seem really obvious, like, oh yeah, those people really need help. But a lot of people have these feelings and they don't acknowledge them in themselves. They don't talk about when they're hitting their limit and just how much it hurts and how badly you wish there was a way out. That's, again, a bigger conversation. But if you're feeling that way at all, please reach out for help. Obviously, there are hotlines, 24-hour hotlines, if you're feeling like, you're feeling like ending your life. But more importantly, if you're feeling that low-grade sense of like, is it even worth it anymore? That feeling of hopelessness, it's time to talk to somebody. On the flip side of that is feeling anxious and overwhelmed, feeling all the time like things are there's just too much. Now, of course, in these times, a lot of things feel overwhelming and like it's too much. And sometimes that's really true. And other times it's the little things that feel overwhelming. Like, wow, I can't even get dressed today. Or I can't make myself a meal that's nutritious. Or I don't want to talk to anyone because it's too overwhelming and scary. Those are some of the things that I hear. And it's important for you to know that if you're feeling that way, it's time to reach out for help. That might seem counterintuitive. But it's time. We talked about not feeling yourself, but some of the things that this might show up, and this is the third reason to seek help, is if you're starting to avoid situations that you used to spend time in. So whether that's talking to friends, now of course these days harder to spend time with our friends, but if you're really avoiding people overall, that's a problem. Another is if you're avoiding work responsibilities, whether it's your actual job or whether it's things around your house, whether it's your responsibilities to family, community, children. If you're starting to sort of just put everything by the wayside, bills, all kinds of things are piling up around you and you just feel like you can't get there from here, that could be a good time to talk to somebody. On the flip side of that is feeling angry, like you're getting a lot of things done, but all the time you're feeling short, you're feeling irritable, you're feeling like you're about to lose it. Obviously, we don't want that to happen in a big way, but even in small ways, it can be really hard to walk through your life and feel like you're just irritated all the time. Again, this could be a really good time to try out therapy. And finally, if any or all of those things are happening and you're resorting to using substances to kind of numb out from the feelings that are too much for you. So we're talking too much use of alcohol, maybe too much use of recreational drugs or even marijuana, maybe food. If you're doing those things and you're doing them in really big quantities, much more so than usual, or maybe that's been going on for a while, it's a really good time to seek out some help. So that's just my little short list of five things that might be pointing to the fact that it's time for you to give therapy a try. It's not exhaustive. There are lots of other reasons. But if any of those things sound like you, reach out. Talk to somebody. I'm going to put some links on this video about places you can look for a therapist in your area.